Today I want to talk about manage your mood, and maybe that's good manners too. It's managing your mood, and it's not like you should never be in a bad mood, because sometimes maybe you are. You just need to be in a bad mood. But I've come across two poems that speak about both sides of managing your mood: the dark side and the joyful light side. And so the first one is from Rumi, who's a 13th century Persian poet, Islamic scholar, Sufi mystic. And you can learn a lot more about him. He's fascinating. His total focus is that we should have an ecstatic relationship with God. This poem a friend shared with me a while back, and for a while I had it on my refrigerator, and it's called The Guest House. This being human is a guest house. Every morning a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows, who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door, laughing, and invite them in. Be grateful for whatever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. I think the focus of that is to wonder and explore and study the moods that come in that are difficult, and see what the lesson is there. And it's a whole different context than having a mood you don't want to have, or a sadness you don't want to have. That's part of being human. Then this next one, some of you may have heard of this, called Aimless Love. It's by Billy Collins, who was a U.S. Poet Laureate for a while, and he writes wonderful poetry, and I've heard him read a couple of times at a Key West Literary Festival every January. Aimless Love. So this is the other side. The reason I picked these two poems, the dark side and the light side. This is about looking for things, the small things to be delighted in. This morning, as I walked along the lake shore, I fell in love with a wren, and later in the day with a mouse the cat had dropped under the dining room table. In the shadows of an autumn evening, I fell for a seamstress still at her machine in the tailor's window, and later for a bowl of broth, steaming rising like smoke from a naval battle. This is the best kind of love, I thought, without recompense, without gifts or unkind words, without suspicion or silence on the telephone. The love of the chestnut, the jazz cap in one hand on a wheel. No lust, no slam of the door, the love of the miniature orange tree, the clean white shirt, the hot evening shower, the highway that cuts across Florida. No waiting, no huffiness or rancor, just a twinge every now and then for the wren who had built her nest on a low branch overhanging the water, and for the dead mouse, still dressed in his light brown suit. But my heart is always propped up in a field on its tripod, ready for the next arrow. After I carried the mouse by the tail to a pile of leaves in the woods, I found myself standing at the bathroom sink, gazing down affectionately at the soap, so patient and soluble, so at home in its pale green soap dish. I could feel myself falling again as I felt its turning in my wet hands and caught the scent of lavender and stone. So go see what your aimless love is out there walking around. What do you see? Thank you.